Welcome back to another episode of Tractor Roy. My name is Trent. I picked up a new bale wagon last night, well, a couple days ago, I guess, and I got to get it unloaded off the trailer. So I'm running over to pick up a tractor. I'm picking up the 240 because it's got the fast hitch, so I can stick the drawbar between those, and it should make it a little easier to get off the gooseneck. I haven't operated this bale wagon yet. It was pretty dang cheap, and it all looked like it was in pretty good shape. There wasn't a bunch of welds on it, a bunch of cracks, and it didn't look like somebody had been messing with it trying to get it fixed. That one that I've got now, it's the tables are all tweaked, stuff has been bent, stuff's been welded and patched. So that last field I was working, well, I guess it ended up being the last field, but I did more after that. It just destroyed it. So the feed carrier, like one of the little roller racks, needs rebuilt on it, and it's just going to be a lot of effort. This thing, because I sold that John Deere 70, on the way to dropping that off, I saw that this was going to be available for a good deal, and I was like, hey, I got a trailer, I'm going to go pick this thing up. So I got it, and hopefully this will be a little bit better shape than the other one is. This newer one is smaller. It's only like a 36 bale capacity. That older one was something like 66, maybe 64, 66, maybe 58 bales at a 14 or at a 16 by 18 size. Anyways, I'm rambling on. So we'll go see if we can get this tractor started, drive it over back to my house, and see if we can get this bale wagon unhooked and unloaded. See if we can get the old 240 started. Checked fluids. We're looking pretty good. Turn my gas on. If I can reach it. This poor thing, it usually starts up pretty good, but it lacking power like it used to. I think about every seal on here is bad anymore. Oh, let's see if the battery's charged. I might have to go grab a charger. Oh, dang it. Yep. It's one of the ones we had in the shop, but I was also using it on the 70, and I threw it on the charger, but it must not have charged up enough. Okay. Stretch out some cables here. Wow, it says that 10.5 volts now. Battery? Yeah. Boy, that thing is not very good, is it?
Got it on charge?
I might just have to let it charge out. Wow. Struggling trying to start it. Might need a different battery in here, I guess. Okay, take two with a different battery. Well, it is cold. Do we got any starting fluid around here? Maybe in this one? I mean, it was like -10 this morning, so can't really blame it. Come on. Dang. I did check. I do have gas. I haven't started this thing in 6 months, maybe? Here it is. Pretty small. I'm gonna go ahead and jack this thing up. I put it on the tongue. I didn't want it on the implement jack for the drive over here. I didn't want all that weight bouncing around on it. Didn't want that thing to break and then collapse. Then my chains don't tighten it down. Also, I gave up on the 240. That thing needs a little engine work. So we got the old C out. Runs like a champ. Let's leave it in gear. Jack it up. Okay, I should be able to pull the swing or the swing stop bolts just like that. Oh no. Too much. Or is it? Oh, you can make it work, I think. Lower it down. Oh, I could actually go forward a little bit. Lower our jack. This is what happened when I was putting it on too. That's why I was wanting the 240, because you got to jack it up enough that it clears everything that's up there and in the way. And that 240, you can lift the drawbar up. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, I'm not sure what any of these levers mean. This is similar to mine, but this one's got 4 levers. Mine only has 2. One's going to be to lift that up, one's going to be for the back table, one's probably to push off feet. Might even have like a stopper for the load rack, or for the second table. Yeah, I don't even know if this is going to turn. Let's see. That needs some lube, holy cow. Yeah, that's promising though. Whoop. Okay, so how this works on, well, any of them that I've messed with, when you have the PTO on, this always moves. There's a hydraulic motor right here. There's a hydraulic motor right here. So on mine, there's one lever that raises this up so it's off the ground, like when you're churning or traveling. And when you put it back down, you push it in. And when you push it in, then it engages this motor. You don't want this motor running all the time because then it heats up, gets hot, and it can kill your seals. So this shouldn't move until you push that lever in to start this, whichever lever it is. And the idea with these bale wagons, I've shown it in my shorts before how they kind of work. You have a bale coming along here, strings out to the side. It comes into this, strings out. It travels up that and lays it down on top of this first table with the strings up. It loads 2 in here. It hits that trip at the end. Once it hits that trip, because there's 2 in there, it'll flip this one up. This is where they're sized differently. Some have 2, some have 3 for this first table. That just changes how wide your stack is. This one is smaller than mine. It'll probably do 3 16 by 18s and maybe 4 14 by 18s. But the idea is this first table will trip, so then the strings are on their side again, and it'll stop up here. And then it will throw the next pair up, pushes it back, next pushes it back. And then it'll hit that trip arm that trips the second table. Now this second table will fold it up. So if I'm thinking about this right, for 16 by 18s like I use, there'll be 6 per layer. So this second table will have 6 on there. It'll load it up, and then you're gonna have the strings up and down. So it goes from strings to the side, strings on top and bottom, strings to the side, strings on top and bottom. And then I think mine is 7 layers. This one might be 7, might be 6. We'll just have to see. We can do some measuring. I still don't know what model this is. Anyways, this piece right here is usually up at the front when there's no hay in it. After the second table puts it up onto the third table, it'll hit that rack. Each time the second table puts a layer up, it'll move that rack farther and farther back. Once you hit the end, that means you're full. Then you can go to the side of the field to stack it. To stack it, it'll lift this whole table up, so then it's all on these forks right here, these tines sticking out. Those will be strings out to the side again. And then there's some push-off feet that are down in here. One's right there. One's right there. Once this is up in the air, the push-out feet or push-off feet will come through those openings, push against the stack. You have the tractor in neutral. Those push-off feet will roll the whole machine forward far enough to get you out from under the stack with your tines. And then you lay this back down, and that should, there's a spring in there, so that feet or that traveler carrier should go all the way to the front every time. And then you're ready to go on to the next one. This is a self-contained hydraulic system. That PTO runs a pump. This has its own hydraulic tank, own reservoir. So I'm just going to lube this thing up with some white lithium grease. The guy claimed this thing ran when he parked it, but it has been years from the looks of it. So I'm going to let this run a little bit more, spray some more, and I'll let that run, see if I can get the squeaks worn out of it. Uh-oh. What do we disconnect from here? Oh, we broke a chain. Huh. Well, there's our first issue. We broke a link. Oh yeah, this thing was pretty well rotten. Okay. I guess we'll go on to the next step. This one's broke. Oh, there's even... Oh no, there's just one link bad. Well, the whole thing's bad, but one link broke. Okay, we'll see what else happens. So that chain that broke should just run this feeder here. Everything else should be okay. Spray this chain down. That chain I'm not worried, or the chain I'm not worried about. Baumgar sells bulk chain. I've got a chain breaker. It's probably a good idea to just replace all these chains anyways. Here we go. I don't know what any of these do. Oh, hey, there's one. Nice. Okay, so I should just push that in and it would run it, but evidently not. What's that one? Oh, I hear something. I don't know. Up. Oh, there's a lever moving back there. Oh, that's the push-off feet. Great, that's stuck. So here's something you want to watch out for. Wait, okay, so what was going on here? This first one? I don't know what the first one does. This, or maybe the first one does that. Oh, okay. So the first lever closer on the driver's side runs this. The second lever runs the pickup. The third lever runs the push-off feet. The fourth lever raises the table. Here's something you want to watch out for. See how my push-off feet are pushed out? Now they're not out too far, so it's okay, but what can happen if you have this table up and you push off the stack and you have your push-off feet out and you go to lower this back down, you'll catch your push-off feet and you can bend them, and then there goes your push-off feet. So on my other one, that's on the same lever, so like you can't lower this table until those push-off feet come in, just like you can't extend them until that the table lifts up and is fully up. So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know, so far, what, that wasn't working. The push-off feet aren't going back in, but that could be that they're just, I don't know, need lubed up. Something like that. You can see all the levers, or all the hydraulics in here. So this one in the middle runs this third table. The one on the left that's extended runs the push-off feet. The one on the right, that runs that second table that's only actuated by that trip arm. Ooh, so what you can do, we're off on the PTO. We can trip this lever. Oh, maybe. Okay, we're tripped. This stuff needs some lube for sure. We're tripped. As soon as I engage the PTO, it should lift this table up. And here we go. No dice. I think we might be low on fluid. But that runs. Why does that one want to run? Sweet. Here's the underneath side. Those things did start moving. So I probably just need to lube them right there. You can see where that pipe is going into that guide. I think that's where we're hanging up. What little welding right there happened. It's not terrible. So we're probably still hanging up a little bit because that tire over there is pretty flat. And this thing needs a little bit more clearance. I don't know why though. The second table isn't going up. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really look like we need any new lines necessarily. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if that table moves. I should be able to. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, we'll try and lower our third table and see what our first table does. That's where it stopped. I think we're pretty low on fluid. Or, yeah. Ugh. Oh. Is that? So what's holding this up? Well, for now, that's my new bale wagon. We'll see if that second table doesn't want to go up just because we're low on fluid, or if it needs some of the pivot points lubricated. I don't know. Those push-off feet did go back in. I'm happy about that. I think that needs lube, so I think I just need a tire, change out that hydraulic filter maybe, change out the fluid, put those new chains on. I don't know, I guess. So, thank you for watching another random episode of Tractor Roy. Seems like we got a lot of variety right now because it has been really cold and I haven't wanted to work in the shop. Like this morning, it was 10 below. I mean, I had to wait until afternoon until it was warm enough so I could get this stuff unloaded. Now I can get the trailer back to the neighbor. So, we're going to have an episode coming up, I don't know, within the next couple of months on fixing that thing up, getting it ready for haying this year. So if you enjoy this kind of content and the other stuff I put out, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, throw a comment down below of what I need to be doing differently or what you want to see. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, make sure to do that now. Share it with some people. Tell your friends and try and get this channel to grow, because the more that you guys watch it, the more stuff I'm motivated to do. So, thanks for watching Tractor Roy. Hope I'll catch you on the next one.